Welcome to MTG Grinders. My name's David Lane. I'm here with Trent. Say hi, Trent.
How you going, Dave?
I am well, and we're looking at some standard matches post Dragons of Tarkir release. So hopefully we'll get some interesting matches here. And the first match, we've got Christian on the left versus Matt on the right with the MTG Grinders playmat there.
Spicy one.
Do we know what these guys are playing, Trent?
So Christian is a close friend of mine, and he's a bit of a brewer. He's actually pretty new to the Magic scene. He's done a couple of competitive events, and he favours the Abzan at the moment. Just pretty stock standard kind of thing. You see Anafenza, Siege Rhino, kind of dealy going on. Just play good creatures for good value and beat your opponent down. Sure.
And Matt's borrowed a deck for the night, so he's on the Mardu.
Yeah, he's on the Mardu.
Which is, again, a old school variance of Mardu with Change the Rocks, Crackling Doom.
Yeah, just well, you see Brimaz in the main there. I actually had the ability to look at this deck before the night started and have a look at the Mardu deck, and it seems it goes a lot more controlling in the sideboard, access to Anger of the Gods, and hostilities. I think it had Sirens and Elspeths as well, so kind of tries to go later in the post-board matches, which is what Mardu was generally trying to do before Fate Reforged and Dragons came out.
Sure. What's the update to the Mardu? Because you've just written a Mardu article. What's the main update from Dragons of Tarkir to Mardu?
It's pretty much just a sideboard, really. Self-inflicted wound is pretty gas. Duress is pretty awesome. Cards like Dragon Lord Colligan and stuff can be like pretty awesome cards. Thunderbreak Regent will contest Butcher of the Horde for the 4-drop if people want to go that way. The pool's very deep. Sure.
So we've got to change the rocks there on the Anafenza, getting it out of the way, and we'll probably see the Soulfire Grandmaster come through for a quick 2 points of damage. Of course, Christian's already gone to 17 thanks to his Windswept Heath and a couple of Painlands.
Yeah, both these three-colour decks tend to hurt themselves a little bit when it comes to their land.
I actually believe Matt should be on 19, taking one from the Caves of Collius.
Yeah, I believe
to cast the...
he did gain 2 off the Soulfire.
Ah, there you go. So that's probably it then?
Yeah. He not with the 3rd land drop here. He opts to go for the chain as opposed to extending his board. He does have a Brimaz that he could... Actually, no, he couldn't play, and he couldn't play the Hordling Outburst. He actually had no play there outside of the chain, so taking the right line, Siege Rhino comes down to just terrorise the Mardu list. Siege Rhino is, well...
It's the beat stick, isn't it?
Historically, the bro when it comes to these decks.
Is standard still, if you can't beat Siege Rhino, you can't play standard? Is Siege Rhino still that strong, or are we looking now more at things like Thunderbreak Regent?
I think Siege Rhino is still one of the top 5 creatures when it comes to the standard block to be looking at, just for power wise. It's one of the only cards that gets like the modern stack of 4 in every list that's running its specified colours. So
sure, and that's a brave attack from the Soulfire Grandmaster into the Siege Rhino.
Sure, he gets 5 life off this, but the 2-for-1 trade can't mean very good things for the Mardu list. This is never what you want to be doing.
Yep. So he goes from 17 back up to 20 from the Lightning Strike.
Yep.
And then damage should make him go to 22?
Yeah, Matt does it correctly, whereby he actually, before the damage is dealt from the creatures, he puts the Lightning Strike into the Siege Rhino to gain the 3 life from Soulfire's lifelink ability. But again, no 4th land, and that's just really going to hurt him. You see... Christian with a
Bile Blight?
Bile Blight and Fen's Downfall, and looks like a Fleeceman line as his last card. So he's just got a lot of gas right now.
Sure. And if you're watching these videos, we're actually at Game Day Bacchus Marsh on the 18th of April. So get along to that store and catch up with the grinders, and maybe you'll get your game on tape, and that would be excellent.
We'll come steal your Thunderbreak Regents.
That's right. That's right.
It's a
top 8 card is Thunderbreak Regent.
Yep. And the promo, the game champion is the Sarkin Unbroken, which actually looks really, really good.
Excellent. So we've got a Fleece Main Liner coming out and another Lightning Strike taking out that one to clear the board.
Yep, Mardu with all the answers.
And Matt's still missing his 4th land drop, and you can see Outpost Siege.
Yeah, Outpost Siege, Brimaz still the Hodling Outburst, just stranded on mana. Typically, Mardu has a very rough time casting its 3 drops when it's got Brimaz in the list for the main, for the 60 I should say. Double white, double red, you can have double black, and you can have red, white, black, all at 3. It's very rough. You need to make sure that the mana base is exceptionally tight. He draws a Butcher of the Horde off the top, which is just not to
Not
do
what you
anything.
want to see when you're stuck on 3 lands.
He has 6 cards in hand and can cast 0, and
Offensive comes in.
yeah.
But, you know, he's only on 18. He's got a little bit of time to recover here.
Yeah, I suppose these Upzone lists endgamed very quickly. They're like a Siege Rhino, that's 9 power with attacks on the board.
Yep.
So 2-turn clock for Matty, and I don't think he has a super good answer for this in his hand.
Well, he's already had to go for a 2-for-1 with the first Siege Rhino.
Yeah, I feel like that land is just a little too late.
So what do? Put out a Butcher here, a nice big blocker, to at least take out a Siege Rhino or an Offensive.
I feel like that's the only thing you can do. You can't play Outpost Siege because you'll die. You can't play Sorin because they both die.
Holding Outburst gets you 3 blockers for an Anaphenta.
Yeah, that's
nothing for the Siege Rhino.
Yeah, and like it's probably the safest line maybe. But like again, we know that Christian has a Bile Blight in his hand. It's the Brimaz is a safe play as it gets around Bile Blight, but nothing's good here. Like he can make the best of whatever line he chooses, but he has to take 2 points of damage to cast this Brimaz, which he actually, as he's going for, goes to 13, and this guy's gonna just
eat a hero's downfall.
Yeah, bite the dust, and then he's just in a lot of trouble at the moment. It's hard to find a Madu is essentially a tempo list, and if you fall behind this, especially against Abzan where it plays its 4 4s on 3, it's 4 5s on 4, it's like this is it. This is what happens. You just fall behind and you just can't catch back up.
And so Christian brings his hero's downfall to the front of the hand. I'm pretty sure he's looking to bring that one out.
Yep, get out of here, he says.
Yep.
And
coming through for 9.
Yep,
9?
Trigger, target, good man. He gets the triggers, he gets the target. Yeah, that's 9.
Yep. With the +1 from the Anaphenta.
Yeah. I think Matt needs to draw 2 cards this turn, to be honest.
And they both need to be land.
I think he needs like a Murderous Cut and something. And
well, he did get 1 land.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to save him though.
Yep.
He's got all the gas. I mean, you can look at his hand and say, okay, so if he went turn 2 the Soulfire, turn 3 Chain Your Guy, or even turn 3 Hordling Outburst, and if he hits his land drop, say, he can play an Outpost Siege or a Butcher of the Horde.
But Matt realises it's over, concedes game 1.
Yep.
Goes on to game 2.